So same starting position from here. Again, I've got this far side underhook, figure it close, it goes in. For this one, the one we're gonna be looking at, it's kind of a transitional type period for the person on top. He may have just passed the guard and started to settle in, but I don't necessarily have a ton of weight on me for this technique. So, a few things are gonna happen at the same time. My underhook, I'm gonna be lifting with my underhook. Whichever side I've got my underhook on, that same side foot, I'm stepping and I'm pulling. So I'm stepping and I'm pulling myself out from underneath. Now, these two things are working together, but I've also got the leg that's closest to my partner's leg. I'm going to be kind of swinging that towards the legs to generate some momentum to help pull myself out. So I lift, pull, swing, all at the same time. Now, from this position, I'm out from underneath. I'm going to do a bridge into my partner. As I bridge, I extend this underhook. And look, I bridge, head goes to the mat, we turn our hips over. Hand's gonna stay planted. From this position, I pull my hand out. Once my hand's out, then I can push. Head will slide out over the top. And then we can start attacking the back if we need to. Or if we need to get away, we can do so. All right, so starting out side control position. Talking about the hands for just a moment. I want to try to make sure my hands stay between my partner's armpits and hips. I don't want to have my arms out here between my partner's shoulders and head. Anytime I find my arms out here, I could potentially be in trouble. So generally, as long as the arms are between the armpits and hips, I'm normally okay. But for this technique, the one we're going to be looking at, my partner's far side hip is initially where I'm going to have this underhook on this side. Just like the last technique we looked at, whenever we slid out from underneath, don't necessarily have a ton of weight on us. It's going to be kind of a transition whenever he's moving from a guard pass to a top side control position, or he goes to raise his weight up and goes to transition into something else. So, underhook side, hand here at the hip, I'm going to be lifting with that arm. I'm going to be pulling with that same side foot. So I lift, I pull, and to generate that momentum to help get myself out, I'm going to be swinging that leg towards my partner's head. From here, bridge in, and again, as I bridge, I'm going to be extending this underhook to turn my knees over. Once my knees are turned over, I plant my head, I pull my hand out, I push, and then I come back up, and we start to attack the back. All right, we'll start out with what we call a sport grip. So from here, my right hand's going to reach out, I'm going to grab my partner's collar, particularly right here about the shoulder will be good. My partner's going to reach out, they're going to do the same. Other hand, I'm going to come underneath, I'm going to grab right here. Right at the elbow tricep area. And get good stance, good base. Arm that's in the shoulder, and we'll keep that nice and strong somewhere here. So what we're looking at doing is we're looking at getting our partner to step this leg forward so we can take control of it. So typically the easy way to do that is I can kind of step my foot back as I pull, and I can get him to step that foot forward. Now the takedown we're going to look at right now is what we call an Osoto Gari. So I want to try to get as much of my partner's weight on that leg as I possibly can. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to turn and get that leg loaded up. So I turn, and as I turn up, I'm going to step to the outside, shoulder to shoulder connection. Now from here, my inside leg, I'm just swinging up, swinging back, and I'm using my hand to guide him to the ground. All right, same sport grip we had before, so I control my partner's collar, he does the same. Control the sleeve, and then we're here. We're going to step back, we get him to step. As he steps, again, big turn, load him up on that leg. Step to the outside, shoulder to shoulder. And then we finish with our Osoto Gari. And again, he's got control of the collar from here. I'm going to keep that sleeve. All I'm going to do from this position is I slide my shin in. Left leg steps over the head, and then we sit back. From here, looking at the finish, we're going to squeeze our knees in nice and tight. I'm going to control my partner's wrist. Make sure the thumb's facing away, opposite direction that I want to pull. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to sit back nice and slow. And then we finish with our arm. All right, so starting from standing position, we're going to be looking at coming in and getting our grips. So again, starting out, feet's going to be about shoulder width apart, elbows in, hands up. I'm going to come up with this hand up, protecting my face. I reach up, and I get control of the back of my partner's neck. Other hand, I'm going to reach, I'm going to make contact with the shoulder, and I slide down, and I'm looking for this wrist control on my partner. So my goal from here is the same side that I'm controlling the arm on, I want my partner's foot to step forward on that side. So the way I'm going to get that to happen is I'm going to kind of snap him down, but I'm going to step back as I do that. Now from here, I've got the leg forward that I want. Now I've got to get the weight loaded up on that leg. So from here, I'm going to kind of turn and drop into my partner, I drop into my side. And then from this position, my outside leg is gonna step to the outside of my partner's leg as I pull my partner's arm across my belly. Now from this position, I'm gonna continue to lean forward like I'm driving through my partner. Now my inside leg from here is gonna swing up, it swings back, I lean forward, and then we rotate our partner. From this position, we can drop down to a side control position, or we can start looking at this armbar position that we've already done.